this is a weird video to make. I think I'm gonna probably put something extremely clicky, like I don't want Luke Skywalker to eradicate autistic people. But this is what it is. Dear Mark Rober, I think, might also be the title. Just fill in anybody that's watching this that hasn't been kept up to speed over the weekend, because things got messy. Mark Rober, a very popular YouTuber, I think he has about 18 million subscribers, someone who I've watched for years. Even if you don't know him by name, you've probably seen his glitter bombs for package thieves, etc. He's been around the block, and I think he was an ex-NASA scientist or something. But anyway, he's a really cool guy, makes some really cool stuff. And on Friday, he posted a video unveiling the fact that his son is autistic. And the video itself was actually quite, well, beautiful is the word that I used. It was really nice to see such a loving father and family, and his outlook on it, on the autism, was definitely on the positive side, on how us as a community sees it, which was nice. There were a few language choices which were perhaps, well, which do need the education surrounding, but other than that, it was a really nice video. And the problems came when it got to the end of the video and Mark teamed up with Jimmy Kimmel to announce that they are doing a YouTube original Colour the Spectrum live stream on April 30th to raise money for some organisation called Next for Autism. So upon just seeing the video, I saw the video as soon as it was uploaded, actually, and within the first hour I tweeted Mark to say, hey, really good video. If you need, well, no, I'd really like to help you get the language and just the information surrounding autism right. Please, is there any way to get in touch? I didn't hear anything. I understand because it's busy and lots of people. But I just wanted to kind of bridge to go, oh, okay, here's, I want to help. I want to get things perfect. This is a massive opportunity. And this live stream, this really is the biggest thing that's ever happened for our community. It's been the largest kind of, well, supposed awareness event that has ever existed. Mark Hamill is part of it. That's why the whole Luke Skywalker thing. Jack Black, even in the YouTube world, people like iJustine, Colin Ballinger. The list is so long. Andy Samberg, Adam Sandler, Conan O'Brien, John Oliver. Anyway, that's not the point. And the point is that turns out a little bit later that the research had been done by many people, and this organisation, whilst on the surface looks brilliant and in attitude seems brilliant, turns out it's done quite a lot of bad stuff, including, well, basically they have supported and funded I should get the actual words up here, but the prevention of autism spectrum disorders is essentially what the thing was. So yeah, not even just a cure, but how to prevent it from future generations. And it's been interesting to see the conversations on Twitter, because there's been people who have genuinely replied going but what's wrong with that? And I've seen some people replying to it quite aggressively, and that's understandable in the fuel of it. But I've also seen people responding quite politely to educate, and yeah, people are understanding, and people are understanding why we're upset with this. It's hard because we've just got over the SEER thing as a community. We're in real pain as a community. We've got open wounds at the moment, and then this is the absolute bombshell of it, because it's so big. It really is so big. And what makes it harder, and I don't know if anyone saw my tweet about this, I think it's coming from a good place, and that is so hard to attack. Same with SEER, actually. I assume SEER started out with purely good intentions, and Mark, I can't imagine him having nothing but. I was a little bit confused. I'm like, how is someone like Mark Rober, who's known for doing all of his research and stuff, not come across some of this information? Because it makes you go, oh, does he actually support this? Which I don't think he does at all. But the fact that it took some digging, basically. It took some, because I saw things on Twitter, but of course I wanted to go and verify myself. So it took some digging for me, and I know what I'm looking for. If you weren't to know what you were looking for and you just see the surface level of this organisation, you think, oh, they seem really good. So I can understand that. He's someone trying to do good for our community, and we should be grateful for that. What we shouldn't be putting up with is the fact it's another, you can't do something for us without us. Because the vast seas of autistic voices that have come forward in the last few days to voice the fact that, like, look, this really isn't good. You know, this opportunity, especially with someone like Mark Rober, I'd much rather see 8 million people be educated, to get a really good understanding of autism from the community perspective. I am coming back to YouTube, by the way, properly, and I'm doing a series where I'm taking autism from the beginning. I think I'm calling it Redefining Autism. I don't know if it's... Anyway, that's not the point, but I'm taking the community concepts of what we see autism as and presenting them to the world. And those are the kinds of things that would be so helpful for Mark to be getting out to 18 million people, especially because he's an education channel, really. He makes education fun. Yes, it's all science experiments and stuff, but, you know, it's not too far field, and he's clearly got an intelligent audience that are willing to listen. So doing that, I think, would actually do far more work than I think it was $700,000 that have been raised in 2 days since posting the video anyway. I understand that money could go to a lot of good, but I think his focus should actually be education, which is weird because, of course, I work with charities. I understand that charities need money and stuff, and they need work to do their job. But yeah, it's just a shame that the biggest opportunity couldn't have been the best one, and it could so easily have been the best one. You know, I don't believe any of the celebrities on the lineup are autistic. That could have been a real win for him. Like, I've just found out this morning that Kim Rhodes, as in the mum from Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, is autistic, and that has just filled me with so much joy, because I'm like, that's someone who I used to watch on TV, and, like, you know, Sweet Life was one of my favourite shows as a kid, and, like, somebody that I was watching all the time is like me. That's so cool. So yeah, it's a kick in the is what it is. We're hurting as a community. We really want to see things go right, and we want to help you. We want to help you to get something right. That's all it is. And I don't want to see Luke Skywalker be associated with stuff like this, quite simply. Like, Mark Hamill liked a tweet of mine once, and I lost it for a good few hours. Like, I just kept chuntering to myself, Luke Skywalker, but, like, yeah. It's funny because Luke Skywalker was the easiest one for me to draw to, because he is my childhood hero. He's my adult hero. You know, anyone that likes Star Wars, Luke Skywalker is that tier for you. And Mark Hamill is very very open to the fact that he does he does represent that. So yeah, so to see that, the association, it's hurting, and I'm trying to stay as positive as I am about it, because I could so easily sit here crying on camera. Like, I can't lie, I have had a couple of cries about this over the last couple of days, because it really does hurt. And yeah, there's lots of fighting even within the autistic community. I have people having a go at me for that first initial tweet that I did, even though I was just doing it because I like to make a bridge and then help cross the bridge. I know that doesn't really fall into what you saw with the sunflower lanyard, but that's isolated incident. But I did try, actually. I'm rambling now. I don't want to ramble much more. I just want to help fix things. I found an email address for Mark Rober. I don't know if it's the right one, but I'm going to try email it. I'm going to see if I get a response. But I was basically just making this video to go, please, can you help me push to get to him, or anyone on the list? Like, I know YouTube people. Do I know YouTube people that know some of the YouTube people in the stream? I'm sure, like, I've had a few things of, like, 4 or 5 step ways and stuff, but it's not the best way to do things. I just want to see autistic people get the help they need, and this isn't the way to do it. Yeah. and autistic adults exist. Let's not forget that one, please. So yeah, that I don't know. This was a ramble. It was one take. It's been 10 minutes now. I'm literally doing this first thing on Monday morning. I still woken up. I had my second jab yesterday, so I'm actually in quite a lot of pain as well. My arm's completely aching, but that's beside the point. I hate seeing stuff like this. I hate having to do these battles because it's coming from a good place. It's the same thing that you get whenever you have battles with parent advocates. They always have the best intentions, but they don't have the correct education behind to be doing the right thing. And at this point, you really can't advocate for us without us, even if you are just advocating for your kid. It doesn't work anymore because of the way international scales have worked, and it's changed. You are advocating for autistic people, whoever you are, and I'm so grateful for the people that want to help us. But yeah, there's quite a few things that need changing. One quick point that just in case anyone's like ultra, I don't know how I'm going to explain it, so I'm just going to explain it. So the American community has moved up to speed with our community. That's not the best explanation. Because of social media, internationally, the autistic community has basically got all up to the same point. I would describe the UK social and medical world as like somewhat behind that still, but it's evident that with America services and stuff that they're pretty far behind that. I don't even know if that's showed in the right way, but what I'm saying is the fact that there seems to be a striking difference between the American autistic community and the medical and social world, the medical world that parents and stuff get their information from, which means there's even greater divide when we're dealing with like American parents and American medical professionals. It's yeah, we want everyone to be up to speed, and we don't want to see opportunities like this go. Cool, right, I'm not going to ramble anymore because that's it. I'm just going to upload this. Maybe I'll make some thumbnail with Luke Skywalker in the thing. But yeah, cool. Okay, bye.